I heard that you need me, so here I am. Today is one of those very casual days. I just ironed some of my clothes because my cleaning lady couldn't really get to ironing my clothes this week because there was a lot of extra things that I wanted her to clean and do this week, so I had to do some of the things myself today, which is completely okay, but that also describes the topic of the video today. Don't mind, I'm in minimal makeup today, but it is what it is. I don't have my glam lashes and my glam everything on. There's a lot of mess around me at the moment, but every time I feel inspired or a message comes through, I have to make a video and talk. Guys, what I wanted to talk to you guys today about is stop with the procrastination. I know that a part of you enjoys sitting down and dwelling on your thoughts and your confusions, and you don't know where to start because you're so overwhelmed. That's exactly what procrastination really is, right? When you have a few things to do and you're so overwhelmed that you don't know where to start, and that's okay. You just have to train yourself and tell yourself every single time that, you know what, Isha, this is gonna happen. You just have a lot of things on your plate at the moment. So be easy on yourself. Be your own best friend. A lot of you guys need to start really being your own best friend. For example, all I wanted to get done today was really get organized my wardrobe, iron some of my tops, get them color coordinated like I always do. I'm going to show you my new top, which is very beautiful. I'm planning to wear this tomorrow because tomorrow I am finally going to watch the Barbie movie. And other than that, I wanted to get organized with some of my files, some of the documents that belong to some of my clients. I also wanted to just get organized with my calendar and see what client, what student I'm working with this month and who I'm done with for the month. So today, all in all, was like a huge organization day, and I completely enjoyed this because once in a while, I love decluttering my whole damn life. It's one of my priorities, but it's also one of those things that personally make me get into the procrastination rut, even though I love to do this. Like, as I follow the rhythm and as I get more creative and the flow starts, I enjoy that. I would put on some music, start getting organized, start writing things down, and then take them one by one. And as I do that, my mood just changes. Everything just changes. I'm like, yes, done with this, done with this. And the more things you start to tick from your list, the more you feel inspired to tick the next. And that ensures that you keep on going because the flow has just begun. So that's what you want to do. Write things down and get into the flow of things. And as you do one thing, you'll feel inspired to do the next. Then you will feel inspired to take the next thing also. So this is how it goes. The first step is always literally the hardest. It's always just about taking that first step. And when you take the first step, the next steps just follow. Also try to keep things in your life as minimal and as organized as possible so that you don't have to constantly keep on decluttering everything in your life. For example, with me right now, I don't own that many clothes, and I am the queen of repeating my looks and repeating my clothes, and I am happy that way because that way I don't have to keep buying new things, worry about the old things, keep refurbishing things, keep recycling things, keep decluttering my wardrobe, because I find that very time consuming and it leaks my energy, to be honest. I can use this feminine energy in my business to call in more ideal clients, to work with more students, to get more students into the courses and really transform their life. I rather focus my energy on those things. So my precious life force energy, I try to preserve it as much as possible so I can do the bigger, better things in this world and make a bigger impact. Clothing and decluttering honestly doesn't make a very big impact, so it doesn't really consume too much of my energy and too much of my focus because I do generally want to do other things a lot more than just this. Now, with that being said, I'm also a girly girl. I love fashion, I love clothes. So tomorrow I am going shopping. I will probably be vlogging some parts and then do a beautiful Hermes unboxing tomorrow. So you want to keep your life as organized, as minimalistic as possible, even though if you're not a minimalistic, doesn't even matter, but as short and as summarized your life will be, honestly the better for you, because then less energy is going to be consumed by your brain and you'll be able to do bigger things that are more efficient and more useful of your time rather than the extra little things, because extra little things pile up and then we procrastinate even more. Just like me creating this video right now, I didn't prepare. I wasn't like, let me do my hair first. I like to, make content when I'm in a more presentable situation. Today, I'm just like so casual and I'm like, do you know what? I really want to talk about this because it's something that I have been struggling with myself, and we all do with time, and it's completely okay, but I really wanted to talk about this. Now, if I was gonna make things complicated and be like, okay, hold on a minute, I know my pillows are not correct right now because my bedspreads are outside and everything else is away for a wash right now, and everything is like unprepared at the moment. There's probably a lot of mess on the side table here right now. Let me fix this. The lamp is not even on, but do you see that the more simplified you get and easy and like relaxed and chill you get, and you really show up as your authentic self without a care in the world, how you look, what you're gonna do, what's the outcome, blah blah blah. It doesn't have to be perfect every single time. I don't have to look perfect every single time I appear online. And it's just a realization that I recently received. It's like God talking to me through my intuition, telling me, Isha, you're falling victim to perfectionism. Okay, stop that. Sometimes it's okay just to be chill, easy, relaxed. Even if you are just having a casual day and a message comes up, talk to your people. Share something with the world. If there is something you have learned the hard way, share it with the world, because why not? If there is something that you have to say, talk to your people. Tell them something. Connect with people. Why not? You don't have to be perfect 24/7. By the way, that being said, I don't mean that if you make content, you should not look presentable. Like, you should always do that because it's a big part of your branding. But it's just that me, recently, I'm like, do you know what? I am so done and tired of always trying to look my best every single time I'm online. Sometimes it's okay to be casual. Sometimes it's okay to just show up online while doing random things, and it's okay if you don't look perfect, right? Because the way I do my business is very much from an aligned, spiritual, heartfelt place. And if I don't show up as my authentic self the way my heart tells me to, then that's not me being authentic. That's literally me trying to be perfect every single time. Let me put some makeup on first. Let me do this first. Let me do that first. So do you see how my list of to-do things is going to keep on increasing, Then what's going to happen? I start to procrastinate. And then what happens eventually, I either get to do only this or that. So I'll either do the organizing and the other things, or I'm either only going to get ready and do a video. What do I want to do? Like, do you see how living in both extremes is not a good thing? You got to decide what you want to do. And even if you can get 2-3 things done at the same time, go with the creative flow, as I always say. Your intuition is going to guide you through things, okay? My intuition literally just today, as I was ironing some of the tops, was guiding me to talk to you guys. And here I am. If I start to now add on more things in the to-do list, of course I'll be procrastinating. I'll be like, oh, wait a minute, first this, first that, then I will take a long break, then I will sit down and take a break. Maybe I'll start scrolling on social media, and maybe I'll start seeing what my friends are up to or whatever, which I hardly, by the way, ever do, but I'm just saying I know most of us do that. And then what happens is so much time is gone by, and you hardly have done only like 2 or 3 things. If you only chunked down your timing and make chunks, like let's say you have 6-7 hours and you want to do 3-4 things, chunk it down. Be like, okay, 2 hours each thing, 6 hours, 3 different things we can do. 2 hours for each activity we can dedicate, and within 6 hours I can get 3 things done. So when you chunk down your days and dedicate at least a few hours to this, few hours to this, few hours to that, whether it's 1 hour each, whether it's 2 hours each, depending on the task that you have on hand, chunk everything down and then see how it makes everything so easy, and you get a lot of things done all at the same time. And here's the thing, it does not have to be perfect. I've talked about the celebrity effect and perfectionism very intensively in my, I think it's the module number 3 or 4 in my top 10% frequency course, because honestly, we women, it's in our DNA. We fall for this all the time. We are always guilty because it's in our DNA, and we want to make sure everything is perfect, everything is right, everything is like this, everything is like, we want to over-deliver 24/7 like all the time. And when we don't, we feel guilty. The same goes with men. Actually, no, men are a lot better at this than us females, because men are very good at compartmentalizing everything and then getting things done one thing at a time, done next. So they are able to compartmentalize things a lot more than us females. So we females work like this, that, this, and that's okay because we are creative, we are females, we have the feminine flow, we have the inspirational nudges, the intuitive nudges, right? So I do suggest that you have a feminine framework in your life, but then also masculine structures in your life. I'm going to talk about that in another video, but have a masculine structure, but then have a feminine framework where you can get a lot of things done at the same time because everything is happening in a flow. Movement is very important. As long as there's like forward momentum, as long as there's forward movement and you work with the flow, like I just finished ironing some of the tops, I have to organize a few other things also. My bed looks like a mess right now. I know I have to do this, but because I was following my intuitive nudges and my creative flow, and I felt inspired to talk about this problem that I personally face sometimes also, and I know a lot of you guys do, I felt inspired to turn up the camera and just talk to you guys. So here I am. As soon as I finish the video, which is going to be probably like 10-15 minutes max, I'm going to go continue with the rest of the things, and that way I got a lot of things done in one day. So no matter what you do, no matter what business, what job, or whatever you have, whether it's your family, your children, chunk down your days, chunk down the timings, dedicate some hours, some minutes to certain tasks, start doing. As I said, forward momentum, start with the flow. Once you take the first step, all the other steps will follow anyway, don't you worry about that. And remember, when there's way too many things that you can handle, just because you want to be a perfectionist, you will always be procrastinating, and this thing is never going to improve because you've fallen victim to the celebrity effect or the perfectionism and all of those OCD problems. Honestly, they're the worst problems to have, and take it from me because I've had that. Maybe I still do from time to time, and I'm trying to always overcome that. It's like, Isha, relax. Like, hold space for a lot of things to happen simultaneously, because why not? Because in my mind, like the old identity of mine would always tell myself, no, we have to do this first, do it perfectly, and then we're going to move forward and do the next thing perfectly, and then we're going to move forward and then do that thing next perfectly. Oh my God, I could have done all those things if I had the space for that and the ease for that, if I allowed that to be easy, and if I allowed to go with my creative flows, it could have been done all at the same time. But because I wanted everything to be so perfect, let me tell you a secret, by the way. I have been that girl who thought, let me do this thing first, then we're going to think about a relationship. Let me do this career move first, then I'm going to think about doing masters or something. Let me do this thing first, and then maybe I'm going to think about families and something. Let me do this work first. Let me write down my book first, then I'll have some time for the friends. I don't have time for it right now. Do you see how every time you want to do something so intensively, you're blocking away your other blessings that could be coming to you at the same time, but you didn't allow them. So as a human being, you're very much capable of procrastinating and keeping those blessings away because you were procrastinating in the first place. So when you hold space, breathe in, meditate for a bit, breathe in, allow yourself to do a few things as you feel inspired to. Whatever you feel inclined towards first, grab the task, get it done, move on to the next. Because chances are, once you do one thing, as I said, when you take one thing, it's so liberating, it's so fun, that you just want to take the next thing now also. Let's get to this. Let's do this. Let's get this done. And soon enough, you'll have all of the things done that you had on your list, because those were important things that you wanted to get done. And you didn't block anything else in your life at the same time. You just allowed it to just happen to you, right? So procrastination, literally in my eyes, is a sin, because it does keep us away from a lot of blessings. Like, it's literally us putting everything on hold, because I'm sitting over here, let me think about it first. Hold on a minute, I'm not ready for this, let me think first, hold on. Does that make sense? Every time you're going to do that, you're doing yourself a disservice and other people that live with you, because you're going to become a very difficult person when you keep on procrastinating. Because chances are, if you procrastinate, you reply your own people very late. You sometimes deny calls from your own people. You sometimes don't want to talk to them on the phone. You sometimes don't even want to connect with people because you're so busy thinking, let me get this done first, let me get this done first, let me get this done first. Later I'm going to meet my friends. Later I'm going to sit down with the family. Later I'm going to have time, quality time with my children. A lot of you men, for example, procrastinate because so much to do, and then you waste so much of your time thinking about the things, aka procrastination. and then you don't even get time to really enjoy with your families because you spend that precious life force energy and the time procrastinating. Do you see how it's such a, oh my god, it's a curse. Procrastination is a curse, guys. Listen to your intuition and follow the creative flow and you'll be all right. Oh Lord, it can be very difficult when you have those days, but I'm here to tell you that you can overcome that, and with time I've only become better and better at this. So I hope that this video helps you. Go watch my other videos, become a part of the top 10 community by subscribing to my channel. You can also watch some of my trainings about frequency work, inner healing. I also talk a lot about activating your luck and calling in abundance and wealth into your life with so much ease and so much flow, because once you crack this formula, which I have, your life literally changes and everything just seems like a blessing, and your day-to-day life is just like resting, holiday, chill, relaxed, while everything else works in the background and you're fine because you're taken care of by the universe. You're literally the child of the universe and it takes care of you because it loves you. But the only one condition is you have to love yourself and invest in yourself and do your work. If you don't deserve it. That's how the laws of the cosmos work. They're all about truth and self-investment. So all the best. Go subscribe to my Instagram. Here's a chance for you to learn some of the things that I teach, and they are saved under the subscription tab on my Instagram profile. So you just have to go to my Instagram, me Lady Isha, and click on subscribe, and all the previous trainings are saved over there. And you're so welcome because it's going to change your life. It's going to change the way you think. It's going to change your frequency, and so much will unlock in your life. You'll become a whole different person with a new identity, and you'll be able to say bye-bye to your old identity every time she shows up, because chances are he or she will always show up, and it's your job to say, I'm on the right path, I'm in the right direction, don't come to disturb me, okay? I don't want to procrastinate. I'm in the right direction, let me go, bye. You're either going to hold hands with me and come with me, or you can stay there, over there, bye. Because every time you upgrade and elevate yourself, or your identity and your frequency, a part of you has to die, and you better be okay with that. If you have any questions, anything, I'm only one DM on Instagram away, one email away. To book my coaching, I welcome you to visit my website, ladyisha.com. I can coach you out of anything you're going through right now, and my courses are a beautiful gift to you. You have a chance to unlock so many wonderful blessings into your life with my courses, because the life force energy and the frequency behind all of my courses is literally something like this. Anyone who enters is blessed more. Anyone who invests in themselves through my courses will get abundant more and more. And that's what it is. It's literally the life force energy and the frequency behind all of my courses. And they're truly here to help you elevate your identity and your consciousness state. Your awareness and your journey of healing begins right here. See you guys in my next video. This is your coach, Isha. Bye!